The audience for this video are people with an open mind and a big heart who don't get triggered by evil. What exactly was the ritual? A child sacrifice. What was in the cage? A little boy about 1 year old. What did my aunt have to do? Sacrifice the child who was in the cage. There are 4 rituals that I remember most. While remembering after my 17 years-ish of denial, I painted them abstractly, which really helped me deal and cope with the pain in my heart from the memories. This is the barn ritual, which I'm going to explain to you right now. This is the carnival cats ritual, and this is the Minnie Mouse ritual. And this is Sam's ritual. I have 7 paintings about Sam. More on that later. This comment is referring to the barn ritual. So when I was around 6 years old, my family and I were coming home from up north, and we stopped at this random barn. Us meaning my mom, my 2 sisters and I, and my aunt. And I didn't know why we were there. And my mom and my aunt were clearly waiting and clearly impatient and clearly frustrated with my dad for being late. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was very scared a ritual was going to happen. My mom and my aunt were chomping on their gum. It was so anxiety provoking for me. It was like a horrible 30 to 45 minutes while waiting for my dad, listening to them chomp on their gum, not knowing what was going to happen. Which is why gum chewing triggers me to this day. I only want to talk about myself and the adults during the rituals, not my sisters. Anyways, my dad finally shows up and quickly, like before I can even say anything, my dad gets out of his car, goes to his trunk, takes out a cage with a child about 1 year old who was a male. And before I knew it, I was tied up in this swing, which was hanging from the ceiling of the barn. I knew then what was going to happen, and my heart sank. My dad watched, sitting down on the ground against the wall while drinking beer. My mom instructed my aunt to sacrifice the child, and she did. My mom and my aunt were using broomsticks during the ritual to ride. Not in the air or anything. They were on the ground walking. They put the broomstick in between their legs for a reason. If you know, you know. Nothing was paranormal. They were simply on the ground walking around with these broomsticks. My aunt would continuously go to the child, and yeah. After about 20 to 45 minutes, maybe, of the ritual, it ended. My dad started doing the cleanup, and he went off in his own individual way to do the cleanup and discard process. My mom, my sisters, and I went home, but we made a stop along the way. We went to this outside outlet store area, and my mom took all of our clothes and washed them and gave us a new set of clothes. And while the laundry was going, I was so sad. My mom took me to the Sara Lee pantry store to try to cheer me up with food. It didn't work. I was very sad. After rituals were very awkward for me, it would take me a few days to have my feelings and to gain my strength back. The thing about these rituals, guys, is that they were the saddest days of my life. It's hard to share about it, yet alone articulate how sad it was for me. I know some of you want details and you want them fast, and I understand that desire. And please be mindful that I'm sharing my story, my way, at my pace, or my higher power, who I choose to call God's pace, in order for me to feel well protected and comfortable. Thanks for listening. And this child that was around 1 year old that I saw be sacrificed in this ritual, thanks you for listening too. Much love. Bye.